Happy Imbolc and Full Moon in Leo. Group 1, your card says signs. You're putting together pieces of the puzzle from signs you're getting. Pay attention to the coincidences that you're experiencing. So I'm not sure if you're getting synchronicities or different kinds of signs. We're going to see what comes through in this reading. I'm going to pull a couple more. This is my career and money oracle card, and then we're going to dive into the tarot and see what it has to say. All right, Spirit. Information for the collective's highest good, highest healing, highest timeline. Return any negative energy to the sender, transmuted in love and light. Oh, real passion. Stop wasting your time on dead-end jobs and find your true passion. It's fine to experiment, but don't settle for anything less than you truly deserve. So maybe there are signs leading you to, it could be a love partner, but it feels like doing something that you love. Who doesn't want more of that? An expression. Oh. You need work that lets you express your creative self. You could do well at writing, blogging, or a career in communication. So maybe you're trying to be an influencer, you have a social media presence, something like that. It could be maybe a new creative endeavor that you want to invest in instead of the 3D stuff. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm selling my soul for a couple dollars at work, but what am I doing when I'm at home to refill my cup? And maybe it is writing. Maybe you want to join a poetry slam or take a class. I'm not sure. But at the bottom of the deck, flexibility in the full moon. You'll need to see into the dark to maneuver the coming changes. While it seems extreme, just hang in there. This too shall pass. So maybe it has been, and I resonate with this. It has felt like a time of pause, a time to go within, very much hermit vibes, and then shedding. And I love this. We're about to exit the year of the snake. So this is it. You're starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. You would work well in healing and or medicine. And then you got education, courage, Leo, and endings. And then it is Leo full moon. So we are stepping from the moon into the sun energy. And let's see what tarot wants to tell me. All right, Spirit, for the collective, what do they need to know in this group? Whoops, I'm taking both of those. Okay, so you're standing in your power. And the judgment, I love this judgment card, but before I go to that, this is like that bubble I was talking about. It's like you've put yourself in a protective cocoon, right? Away from the world. You're standing in your power, your solar plexus. 7 is the number of a spiritual seeker. Maybe you're learning some new healing modalities. Maybe you're learning about some gifts that you didn't know about. It could be yoga or meditation. Connecting with sound might be good, but it's like coming back to center to see what you want to create. And the challenge right now is the judgment, and this is a 2. 20 reduces to a 2. It's about balance, and this is a Scorpio card. I love this judgment card because she's ascending. She's letting go of that old version of herself, just like the snake, right? We're letting go what doesn't serve. And it could be people, it could be thought patterns, it could be beliefs. It looks good though. It's like you've come back to your own, and maybe you started questioning the 7 of Wands. Like, what makes me happy? What lights me up? What do I want to do? If failure wasn't an option, what would I do? And then you go from the 7 to the 8 of Wands. New information's trying to come in and quick. Judgment can also be, and this is in the recent past, but judgment, that is messages too. right? It's like raising the dead. It could be past coming back, but it's like you're at this crossroads in life, and maybe all of these downloads came in and you can see how they're all going to be super, they lean towards growth and expansion. But if 8 things are getting your attention, then nothing is fully getting your attention. And maybe you've started to look at that. What can I do right now? Because this time of rest, this time of pause is coming to an end. This is another 7, so 77 could be a synchronicity. And that's 14, 16, 24, so that's a 6. And the Chariot, it's bringing both worlds together. It's taking inspired action. It's victory, it's willpower, that he's charging ahead, right? It's Archangel Metatron. It's the Merkaba activation, the heart activation. What feels good? And for me, it's solar plexus and it's heart. So that's where I feel it in my body. Maybe it's, where do I feel this in my body? The go or the nope, this isn't the direction. Where is that showing up in your physical body? That's your intuition. It's your higher self, right? Because this is what you're turning into. Out of 5 cards, you've gotten 3 majors. So this is a major life change. The Magician is pure potential. He's all 4 aces. And what he puts out into the world comes back to him. He's mastered all the elements, and he's sitting in this grounded place of meditation. Energy coming out of his hands. As above, so below. As within, so without. How am I treating my physical body right now? Right? If my body is where my intuition lies, it needs to be a clear channel. Now, he can be sleight of hand, he can be a trickster, but I don't feel that right here. I feel like you're taking this wisdom that you've gained, right, from the judgment, from the ascension, and you're transmuting it into something new, something beautiful. And it's a 10 year this year. 2 + 2 + 6 is 10. So we are beginning a new cycle. And what I would think is, this is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. 6 of Swords, we're sailing away to calmer waters. The battle's over. We're hanging up the thoughts. Maybe we're feeling a bit sad, but there is hope for joy in the future. And your thoughts are maybe guiding you now. Your intuition's guiding you to smoother sailing, to calmer water. Crows or ravens could be something to look out for. Because right now, this actually tracks. It feels like you're feeling like nothing's happening. You're left out in the cold. You've done all this work, and the resources are not showing up, right? This is grief. And all she has to do is look up and see that she has the key to unlock this door. All the resources are there. And 5s do talk about change. 6 and 5 is 11. So we are coming into a time of alignment, but a lot of times it takes courage to walk away, to do something different. Outside influences, the King of Wands. Again, raven or a crow, a bat, an owl. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is outside influences. So you could have one of those signs. It doesn't have to be. This could be you. Taking out that sword and cutting away the things in your life that no longer serve, maybe that never served, but that you have been participating in. It could be people, places, things, who knows, thought patterns, but he's mastered his mind. So I mean, that could be it too, leaning more into that energy instead of into this, the lack. It's like, no, you might feel that way, but what are the facts? What are the facts? My mantra is, my life is falling into place. My life is falling into place. Anything else, Spirit? New beginnings. So 11s, 11, pure potential. You have an idea. It hasn't taken root yet. You have 5 aces here. So, potential. What do you want to create? Because whatever it is, it has the potential to go to the 10 of Pentacles, but we're at the beginning stages. So maybe it's planning next steps. The King of Swords, he plans. He has the plan before he takes the step. He wants all the information first so he can make a sound, logical decision. And then final outcome for this collective, please, Spirit. Oh, I love that. That's another 5. Archangel Michael, 14, which reduces to a 5. So you could be seeing 55. There it goes. You're in between two worlds. You're being guided by Spirit. Call on Archangel Michael, maybe for protection or guidance. And so one day it feels heavy, one day it feels lighter. And what's wild is we're going to have a eclipse in February coming up, and that's been showing up in the cards a lot. So it's like we all are. The 17th of February is when we switch from the wood snake, the year of the wood snake, into the year of the fire horse. The wood snake is all about shedding. So it has been a difficult time. It has been, right? Look, conflict. You've been in your head trying to find balance and make a decision or a choice, right? And it takes courage, right? I'm feeling the Leo energy. And this is Leo, the 7 of Wands. It takes a lot of courage to, break outside of the mold, to do something different, to start questioning your life and questioning yourself. Most people don't do that. They don't look at their own shit. They just want to project and point the finger. You're not doing that. And you're taking these lessons and you're transmuting it into something beautiful. This heartbreak, you're looking at the facts, taking what you learned and making it into something better. So maybe somebody else doesn't go through what you've been through. And I feel that 55 might be significant, but I feel that whatever this endeavor is, like if it gets your focus, your attention, and what I'm seeing here is like we go from many different options to now one. We're going to focus on the one thing that we can grow and then build on that. So it's like focused intent is going to get you to the goal quicker. So make a decision. What is the one thing I can start working on today? And then you can start crafting a plan on how to implement the other things. So I hope that something I said resonated. I hope you have a happy Imbolc or full moon. I've made my candles. I put frankincense and lavender, angelica, sage, bay leaves, cinnamon, and I'm burning these today in celebration. We're halfway between the winter and the spring, and I'm all for warm weather. All right, take care. Happy Imbolc and Leo full moon. Group 2, you have discovery. I love this. Maybe you've gone on a self-discovery journey. Maybe it has led you to the mountains or somewhere out in nature where you can, there's a song, it's like, how can you be found if you don't get lost? And so maybe you are getting lost on this new journey of getting to know yourself. It feels really beautiful. Okay, we're going to see what Spirit has to say. I'm going to pull a couple more. All right, Spirit. Highest good, highest healing, highest timeline. Any negative energy sent to me or my viewers be transmuted into love and light and return to the sender. Yep. Wow. This is why I love tarot. You can't make it up. You've been on this spiritual awakening journey, and maybe you are doing ritual. Maybe you're doing stuff for Imbolc. I made these candles. I put frankincense and lavender oil, angelica, sage, bay leaves, cinnamon, and lavender for Imbolc. And so maybe you're doing stuff like that. Maybe you're meeting and doing it with others, but this feels like honestly, it does feel solo. Like you are tapping into some ancient wisdom that you've forgotten. You're remembering. All right, anything else? Thank you. Oh my gosh. We're just bringing you on this twin flame journey. Wow. So you're calling your twin in, dude. Look, waiting, telepathy, missing you. Maybe you are in separation. I don't know if it's from this lifetime or a previous. And I feel like you're probably connecting in dreams. You're dreaming about this person, and maybe you don't see their face or see them, but the energy frequency you are resonating with. So I don't know if you're looking for love, but if you are, looks like it could be on the way. And this is like a soul partner. You know they're coming in. This gives me 3 of Wands vibes. It's like you're waiting. You feel it coming. And like I said, you sense it in dream time, but it hasn't shown up in life. And that's because you've gotten back to center, done your own healing work, found balance, and so your twin can come in. Okay, let's see what Tarot has to say. All right, Spirit, what does this group need to know about their twin? Queen of Pentacles. So this is you, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. She is abundant. She is not afraid to work hard. She is the chop wood, carry water to meet the big goal. She's a loving mother. She is the queen of self-care, right? She knows that the better I treat my physical body, the better the real world shows up for me. So standing in that energy, she's ready to share what she's learned, a wealth of information. And so maybe that's what you've been doing. You've been outside in nature. You've been grounding. You've been taking your shoes off. I love that. To connect with Gaia, to receive the downloads. And what I see in this is she has antlers, and it's like when you're out in nature, you're in this receiving mode where you can receive messages from plants or animals or the trees. All right, what's the challenge, Spirit? What's the challenge in this union, bringing it together? Victory. Maybe you don't see it coming. Maybe you don't see it coming. Victory and success. 6 is about harmony, celebration. This is Leo, and this is standing in your power, standing in your authority, being seen. And I know for empaths that is, we don't want to be seen, right? And so maybe you're stepping into the spotlight in some way, and it could be in career, or it could be you've learned something on this journey of spiritual awakening that you're now ready to teach with the world, and use that voice. I really love that. All right, recent past, Spirit. Towards this connection. You told the universe. Pages are students, and you could be a younger energy. Could have been dealing with a younger energy. I don't feel that though. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's like when pigs fly. So maybe you have opened your heart space by working with water, working with sound, working with your guides. You've told them exactly what you want. And this is my, when pigs fly, ask the universe for what you want. Today's a great time, right? Full moon is, moon, that's Cancer energy. Leo, fire. So maybe write it out. This is what I want my ideal partner to be. And like write all the characteristics out and then burn it. And make sure before you burn it that you have all those characteristics that you want in another, because water, it seeks its own level. So you can't call in somebody who's honest if you're not telling the truth. 8 of Wands. It's coming in quick. Information's coming in quick. I'm going to say this is through dream or meditation. You're getting downloads that your person's coming. You feel it. All right. Higher self spirit. You're the queen of your emotions. So you have 2 queens so far. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I think that you've learned some form of energy healing, plant medicine, something like that. Sound healing. She's in the water and she's got energy coming out of her hands. She's not getting off her throne. She can send love and light out into the world, and she doesn't have to get up to do it. So I feel like maybe you are tapping into that, and it's like you're becoming this channel, this conduit for information to come in quickly. And how you got here, heartbreak, yep. It's been a difficult road. 3 of Swords, it could be 3 different people. Doesn't have to be. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And it's like the attachment. See the strings on her? It's not the broken heart. It's the attachment to the broken heart that has been so difficult for her. And she's had a lot of different attachments, right? That have torn right through the center. And I feel that this is how we got here, but you've been really working on this heart space. And that is Leo. Leo rules the heart. And unfortunately, these twin flame or, strong soulmate connections, a lot of times they come together. There is heartbreak. There is deep hurt that forces us to choose us. And so instead of being like sad, and maybe you've already done this, saying thank you to the person that hurt you the most. It's like, thank you. You taught me so well. I am never going to repeat this lesson. Been my very best teacher. Thank you. You made me choose me. Thank you. Like, I have had a connection like that. And at every turn, I had to choose myself. And as hard as that was, I am so grateful now. And so maybe you've turned that narrative around and you've put yourself in hermit mode, right? You have gone within. 9 is the end of a cycle. We're closing it out. We're seeing what we've learned. We're holding the light for others so they don't have to go through the same things that we did. This is Virgo, and Virgo is a healer. You've become this wise old sage, and maybe I feel that like we've been putting ourselves in hermit mode, not in isolation, but more out of protection. It's like protecting yourself from the world right now as you integrate the lessons that you've learned from this previous cycle. And maybe other people's energy right now, it's just too much. Outside influences, spirit. Whoa, got new downloads coming in. So I do feel this too. The quiet, we live in this world and it's like doing. We always need to be doing something. And a lot of the times, the downloads, the intuitive hits, it comes in the resting. So when I meditate, it's never the breathing that, it helps you to relax, but it's the space in between the breathing is where the magic happens. So it's allowing that space going within. And 9 and Ace is a 10. So we're on this new cycle. And it's like by getting quiet, by putting yourself in hermit, new downloads are coming through. Could be at night. And then, right, because we're closing out major cycles. This is a 3, so you could be seeing 33. You could be seeing 10s. So and just like, our body is sacred geometry, right? And when we learn that, we can connect to the greater collective, right? She's getting information through source. She's completely supported. Her body is the flower of life. Her chakras are aligned. So the information is called the hollow bone, can flow in, process through, and then she can release what doesn't serve. She's seeing the patterns. She's ascended, right, from the Fool, which is 0, to the 21, which is a 3. Body, mind, spirit. This is really beautiful, and this is why you're calling in a partner, because you've mastered this. You've transmuted this. I'm seeing the Magician in my head. Like, you've taken this heartbreak and you're transmuting it into this ascension. And look, bottom of the deck, the Sun, that's Leo. Happiest card in the deck. So maybe tapping into that childlike joy and wonder and doing things that bring your heart happiness, whatever it is. Oh, wow. This is why I love tarot. You can't make it up. Final outcome, the Lovers. You are calling in a divine counterpart. This is Sag, or it's Gemini and Sag. You are finding balance within you, which then allows you to welcome somebody else in. So you could be seeing 66, 33, 9s, 10s, or 1s for synchronicities. And look, it's because, wow, this is awesome. Bottom of the deck, you pass judgment on yourself. You've ascended and released what doesn't serve, Scorpio. You've walked away, right? I'm done. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Took your energy back. Started doing things that bring your heart joy. Another 10. So 10, 10. You have another 10 somewhere. You're healing your heart. You're learning new modalities. You're stepping into your capabilities as a healer. And look, you've transmuted this shit out of that energy because you walked away. Another 10. And you're coming into balance and alignment. This is awesome. Congratulations. I don't know if the person has shown up yet, but if you're feeling them, they're on their way. So I hope something I said resonated. Until next time, take care. Group 3. Your card is self-expression, number 32, which reduces to a 5. So this is a period of change for you. Vocalization, individuality, inner voice, and assertiveness. So it looks like you're practicing working with your throat chakra, and your throat and your sacral. They're all connected, but there's a special, it's like emotions to your voice, and coming into balance with the emotions so then you can speak your truth. So maybe that's something that you've struggled with, or being seen and being heard. You know, a lot of empaths struggle with that. What else, Spirit? The Mind, 38, which is an 11. So openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. I feel like you are getting a lot of downloads, and it could be in dream time. All right, one more. Let's see. I love this. 25, which is a 7. So this is desire, fun, fulfillment, and joy, passion. So I feel like you're getting downloads, which is inspiring this passion within you, right? And then you have at the bottom of the deck, self-esteem. So confidence, self-love, self-worth, and pride, 3. And I feel like it's like you've learned something new. You've learned about new gifts that are coming in. It could be new communication. Could be in dream time. You're getting these downloads. It is sparking this desire within you to do something different. So I don't know if that's a change in your career. If you're in school, a change in your major. If this is wanting to become an entrepreneur and do something completely different, what you can do is wear blue, indigo, or green. You can eat foods that are those colors to help balance those chakras. And then You can also place your hands there and just send those areas love, right? It's like, where am I feeling heavy? If it isn't, wherever it is in the body, put your hands there and just send yourself love. At the end of the day, that's what Reiki is. It's universal love, universal life force. And so maybe it's trying to come into alignment in your mind, because a lot of times the downloads from spirit do not make sense, but it feels good in your heart, so you want to speak about it. And here's the thing, people need to hear what you have to say. They do. We need your type of magic in the world. We need everybody tapped into their intuition and their higher self. So if that's what you're doing, huzzah, keep doing it. Because I feel like we're coming into this time of sovereignty. How does it feel for me? All right, let's see what tarot has to say. Spirit, what does this collective need to know? Highest good, highest healing, highest timeline. Any negative energy sent this way, may it be transmuted and returned to the sender with love and light. What is this collective? Maybe not this deck. Okay. So we're building 3. Wow. So 33 could be a synchronicity. I think the last group got the 6 of Wands in the same position. So we're coming into victory. You started a new beginning. Good for you. Ooh. Yeah, this is the deck. And there's your passion. New offers. It looks like you're trying to build something. Look at all the 3s. 333 could be a synchronicity. Oh wow, you've been through a lot. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Okay, so first card out, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. It is Capricorn, but it could be any of those signs. Building, trying to find soul tribe, people to, maybe you have an idea. I really do think you have an idea. Like, you've learned how to heal yourself, and now you want to share that with the world. In whatever capacity that is. But it feels more creative, more aligned with your soul, and you're going to have victory over it. 6 of Wands, this is after the battle, the parade, right? They're victorious, it's harmonious. They're happy that the war is over. It has been a difficult cycle, but now we get to celebrate, right? And recent past, because we started on this new journey, and this feels really good. This is Aquarius and Aries, and Neptune just went from Pisces into Aries, so it's like the sun's out, there's light that has been, the light is illuminating the new path. It's like, and you like, we're ready to step into this just with this innocence and childlike freedom. It's like, I'm done with whatever you've been doing. It's like you want something new. And so whatever the idea was, Aries, Leo, Sag, the Knights are on a mission. So you're on a passionate mission right now. And the challenge could be fire. It's like super excited about something, but then loses interest quick. So it's like learning how to work more with this energy. Chop wood, carry water. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water after enlightenment. So it's like taking the necessary steps to support the big goal. The Knight of Wands sees the big goal, but gets bogged down in the steps. Page of Cups. Page is a student. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be an apology coming in. Doesn't have to be. He is a student of his intuition, a student of his empathy, a student of his dreams. So maybe you are learning something new, but it's like sparking this childlike enthusiasm with you. Like, I can't even believe I can do this. I never knew I could do this, right? And it's exciting and you want to learn more. So 3 of Wands, this is wish granted for me. It's like, I haven't seen my manifestations with my, 2 eyes, but I feel it with my 3rd eye. And I know that the ships are on their way because I feel it, but they haven't manifested quite yet. What I want you to do is trust the feeling, because it is coming in. And your current position. 10 is a new beginning, right? So we go from 0 to 10, which is a 1 in numerology. Did they need all 10 swords? Probably not. But you have learned some valuable lessons. And I don't know if you can really see, his little hand mudra means hope. So it's like hope after this. So you're collecting these swords, this information, this wisdom, and you're transmuting it into something better. That's true alchemy, honestly. And so outside influences, you could be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. There's a lot of fire here, and it is a Leo full moon, so that tracks. The King of Wands is psychic. He's a great businessman. He is super charismatic. He's a people person. He loves being the center of attention. He helps people to he inspires them to be the best version of their own selves, and he can teach them how to tap into the hidden truths, right? He's not getting off of this throne to manifest. He sets his intention and it comes to him. He's magnetic. I don't know if you're trying to start a business. That's what it feels like. Because the next card you got, Goals and Aspirations, is Ace of Pentacles, pure potential. This kind of looks like a sun or a moon, right? And so it's like, what do you want to create? The universe is trying to hand you a gift. Are you recognizing it? I feel like you are. And you're taking this action on it. This is pure potential. I love it. And it's like, this has the potential to get to the 10 of Pentacles. And that is, inheritance, leaving behind money for not just money, resources for generations to come. And as I say that, your final card is the 6 of Pentacles. So maybe it has felt like this can talk about breadcrumbing, and maybe it's felt like the universe or people have been, breadcrumbing you, or maybe you were in this phase that you did need help. You did need to be supported, right? And the universe is sending in balance, because the scale is standing out to me. It's like, you've been through this. And so sometimes, and a lot of times, as givers, as healers, we want to give, we want to help all the time. But that's only half of this circle, right? The other half is learning how to receive. And so we're not as good at that. So it's like allowing people to be there to help support this along the way, because 6 and 1 is 7, and that is the number of the spiritual seeker. So I do feel like you're tapping into this hidden wisdom within you, things that you forgot about. And maybe it's like, when I learned Reiki, it was like, oh, I'm remembering. I'm not learning this for the first time, right? It just intuitively started to flow once I had the key. I want to look the 10 of Swords real quick. I'm going to clarify that, and then we'll go. And so, yeah, it could have been with a lover. All these swords. And maybe it was somebody that you thought you were going to grow with. It could have been, it could be a business partner too. And the challenge is getting to the victory, right? Learning how to work together, learning how to find balance within yourself. right? Because you got the Fool again. We're starting on this new beginning, this new chapter. There's the tree of life, the flower of life, and she's just childlike faith gonna fall right off that cliff, right? And she's got her crystal in her receiving hand. Oh, wow. Because you're either welcoming in an emperor. 4 is Brigid. That is for Imbolc. If you don't know, look it up. She is a Celtic goddess of Reiki, energy healing, smith work, and poetry. So I'm not sure if you can relate to any of those things. But again, the Emperor is all 4 kings. He is not getting off of his throne. He's mastered the elements. Checkmate. He didn't have to get off the throne to put people in check. And I feel like that's what you're stepping into. After this time of like being stuck in your head, you're stepping into being the Hierophant, being the teacher, being the guide. You've reached enlightenment, and now you get to share with others. So maybe go outside and meditate and get grounded. Keep doing the things that bring your heart joy, because whatever it is you're creating, it is going to be successful, and you are finding balance. So huzzah. That's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So I hope something I said resonated. If it did, and you can do all the things, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And until next time, take care.